A Fox 35 update now. 2 more school threats are being investigated in Orange County. One at Freedom High School in Orlando, the other right next door at Freedom Middle School. And these are just the latest in a series of school threats all across Central Florida. Fox 35's Stephanie Buffamonte takes a look at what the consequences could be for making these threats.
Here at Freedom High School and Middle School, both schools were put on hold today because of a social media threat. Many local school districts, including Seminole and Orange County, say they've seen an increase in school threats recently, right before winter break. So tonight we're looking at the consequences of making a school threat.
I think that a lot of students are seeing things happen and they're like, well, let me give it a go. Some of the threats are serious and some aren't. But the reality is they're all taken seriously.
Keisha Mulford with the state attorney's office is warning teens not to follow what some other students are doing, as we've seen an increase in school threats that have been investigated across Central Florida. Some have been credible, others not. But either way, officials say students will face some kind of discipline, especially in the climate we live in where there is a fear of school shootings.
The message to the students is to be extremely careful of what you say, because that one decision that you're thinking, or maybe not particularly thinking properly, can be the difference between confinement and you attending school once the spring semester starts back up.
So what could that punishment look like? Seminole County Schools tells me depending on the severity of the threat, it varies from suspension, expulsion, being sent to an alternative school, which is typically for students who have gotten in trouble before, and face criminal charges.
We don't want to penalize students if they make a mistake and they're just saying something that they don't necessarily mean, obviously, but some of those have different, weight to them and different caliber of weight, and so there's different consequence levels that are involved and associated with those depending on the situation.
As for weapons on campus, Seminole County says it's a zero tolerance policy. And while it does depend on the situation, that a student would probably face criminal charges.
It's a gun or weapon, things of that nature, even if it's an airsoft pistol or a BB gun, things of that nature. There's some very serious consequences outlined, and there is no gray area with it.
The school district says they believe they're seeing more school threats and threats that aren't credible because some students want to get winter break started early and don't know the consequences to their actions. Stephanie Buffamonte, Fox 35 News.
Orange County hosted a meeting to talk about the violence. Some of the options to address it include having more parent volunteers, adding more after-school activities, and hiring student safety coaches.